Okay, so today we are very excited to have with us Holland Hayes, who was Scoops at Disney World for many years. If you don't know, I'm Heather Arias. This is Dino.
The Jester.
The Jester, the Entertainer.
Failed.
And this is our first live, and we're having a little bit of technical difficulties, but it's fine. We're going to adapt and overcome, and we're still going to have a great conversation. So Holland is on my phone here, and we have a microphone so that you all can hear him. And we're going to turn it over, Holland, so that you can introduce yourself to these wonderful folks that are joining us.
Hi, I'm Holland.
That covers
I was Scoop 100 years ago on Main Street. I'm just going to ignore the video. This is a podcast radio interview now.
Yeah.
So back in 1900 to 1916 on Main Street, USA, Scoop the reporter ran around and annoyed people with his toy dogs, like a man-child, doing little tricks, stupid pet tricks with them. And when I got there, pin trading was starting to be a thing, and I managed to weasel my way into it, making it part of my shtick, just thinking it might be something fun because it was such a big deal, and it did intrigue me. I kind of got a collectible gene. And so anyway, that's how it started. And the more I learned about the pins, I really did want to cash in on it. I'm not going to lie. I mean, everybody else was. eBay was a new thing. You could go on eBay and see all the pins, that people were flipping. And I just couldn't believe that the pin that you could buy for $10 at Disney was selling for $50 or whatever. And quickly became obsessed. Fell in love with the pins that everybody else was falling in love with and were dying to have because of their low edition size. Mainly the Haunted Mansion Dangle, as it was referred to. Back then, if somebody said Haunted Mansion Dangle, you knew what they were talking about. It was from the 1999 Collectors Classics event at the Contemporary for the little porcelain figurines. And the Hitchhiking Ghost was one of the pins, and I think Pirates of the Caribbean was the other, with a Mark Davis sketch of the pirate with the bird's nest hat and with the seagull in it. And anyway, they were just beautiful. There weren't the kinds of pins there are now that are complete art scenes, scenes from movies in enamel.
Yeah.
But what really got me hooked was when I learned how they're made.
Yeah.
And I have a board of Minnie Mouse pins that Heather and I were going to talk about.
It's okay. We'll just have to do this again.
I was so excited to show you all these Minnie Mouse and offer you the ones you wanted and fell in love with. Imagine a show where you could see pins on a table in front of you.
I would love that.
And they're all different kinds of Minnie Mouses with all different eras of manufacturing technique. And you talk to a Minnie Mouse lover about them and just let her ask any question she wants about any of them. And she, what's that? And gosh, that. And then you get to say, well, all right, Heather, that's yours now. And
well, that's next time.
That's the show.
After Rachel helps you figure out how to join with your camera.
That was plan A.
Well, all three people are fascinated, I'm sure, by this.
Yeah, it's okay. So, we're also recording, and we can post it.
All right.
Okay, so that actually is a great segue into our first question for you. So our first question is, what qualities of the older pins do you believe are better than the pins now? And then vice versa, what qualities of the newer pins do you think are better? Since you've been around and seen the way they make them and all the different types of pins and the different, glitter or whatever, what do you think is better from the older pins and what do you think is better for the newer pins?
All right. Part A of my answer is Google how pins are made.
Okay.
And don't just look at one thing. The newer videos will show you the robots that are making the pins now. They have so back in the day, pins were copper based. They started out, they were minted like a coin, okay, they were die struck with a couple of 100 tons of hydraulic pressure. The image was stamped that has the recesses that will be filled. The design of the dies, a die is something that strikes a metal and it makes an impression on it. Okay,
yeah,
that's how coins are made.
Yep.
The Lincoln's face is smashed into copper ingot, and then it's put through a hole punch, just like a paper hole punch. Only it's got a couple 100 tons of hydraulic pressure, and it just punches it out. And that's how coins are made, and that's how older pins are made. Copper base is necessary for real cloisonne. Real cloisonne is kind of a fill-in term, or just sort of an accepted term in the pin collectors society of old that carries on to this day, that refers to pins that are filled with a silica material, which is basically like a very fine sand. And it can only be made in 100 colors or so, and it's made with minerals. Gold is used to make red. I used to know all the different materials. What's a blue stone or
sapphire
element?
I don't know.
Along those lines.
Now you got me stumped. This is the thing. Don't you know that every time I get on camera and I try and open Disney pins, I forget the characters' names?
Well, anyway, the silica is like ground, okay? And it melts like glass, but it has to be at 1,000,000 degrees. 600 or something degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius. I can't remember now. I used to know all that stuff in the day. And it melts it so that it melts into the void. When it's deposited into the void, the color material melts and it fuses, welds itself together with the copper. And it makes a hefty, durable, impressive result with jewel-like quality, especially to the blue, almost a hint of transparency to it. And so the materials are amazing. To do the designs, the pupils were always part of the impression that was stamped in.
Yeah.
Now all the pupils are laser printed on.
Right.
I now get on my Facebook feed this home printer that's going to be available where you can print onto anything.
Yeah, we have one.
And you have one?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, dope.
I have a laser printer. Or I have a 3D printer. My bad.
Yeah.
I have a 3D printer, not a laser printer.
I think it's different.
It is.
But,
I'm being corrected.
What you have, I think you can make plastic things.
I can.
And like a plastic toy. What this does is essentially what you're seeing now on the surfaces of pins, especially these highly detailed, even these hidden Mickeys, these digitized Disney that I'm kind of nuts over right now.
Yeah.
Any pin now is got all this really great detail that is printed on. They used to do detail like that, but it was rubber stamped on.
So do you like the laser from today better?
Well, and that's the thing that I like about today's pins that's better. I like how sophisticated they've become, especially the WDI and the Palm makes beautiful pins. I wish I could invest in them because I guess these big stamps have now, shown a return. I fell in love last year year before with the princess dresses.
Oh yeah.
I am not a princess collector. I have never had any interest whatsoever in princesses. And I saw those pins and they were starting to go up.
Yep.
And I just thought, yeah.
I have one.
I could see this as an investment piece.
You're talking about The ones from Walt Disney Imagineering a few years back? Like this one?
Mickey's of Glendale at D23. Oh, Milan! What a good one.
Is this what you're talking about, this series?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I love them so much, Heather.
Yeah.
And you want to know a funny story about what I think these were derivative from, what the inspiration was?
Yeah, tell us.
Bradford Exchange, I have one here. I'd show you if I were on here. Bradford Exchange did these little bells where the skirt is just like that. They're not the exact images that Disney used, but some of them are pretty darn close. And if you go on eBay and look at Bradford Exchange, Princess Belle dress scene, maybe something like that, you'll find them. I bought a couple just to have for, reference. Anything that ties into a pin for me, I kind of want. So, yeah. So, anyway, the old stuff was simpler.
Yeah.
It took a lot more of a refined art, a hand with the art to it's almost like sculpture, how the image is in there and you find, the artist chips away until he reveals it. You've heard that, right, about sculpture?
Yep.
I'm nuts about sculpture. That is kind of how I feel about these older pins, because they had to figure it out. Now they don't have to figure it out. They can decide whatever they want to print, whatever color. Epoxy enamel comes in any color now.
Yeah. And
that's what all this is. It's an epoxy enamel that cures when it's fired.
Right.
It doesn't melt and fuse the way the silica does in the real cloisonne. It cures.
So do you think that's why some of the faces and stuff are off though? Because it's printing wrong?
That's absolutely what it is.
Okay.
And I love that stuff. I've always loved miscolorings.
Oh, so if anybody has any misprints or funky pins, you're the man.
I'm your guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Got it.
And I'll trade a little heavy for him. I'm not going to go nuts. If you want to find another home for that pin, go ahead and start shopping around. I'm probably going to do better than anybody else.
Okay, but your pin, the one that you have, which I'm going to hold up so you can wait a minute, that's not laser, correct?
I can't wait to see.
Your pin.
Your pin, the Scoops pin.
Well, there's 31 Scoops. So that's the second version, and the checkers on my vest, that whole field of that vest is... it's not laser printed, I don't think. I think this was pre-laser printing. I think it was the rubber stamp thing. And, those. So the first version, every one of those little checker squares was a void that was filled. And I later learned that it costs a nickel to fill per void. And I don't know how many voids are on that pin, but I'm guessing a couple of hundred times the nickel. Made the cost up pretty fast.
Yeah. And I'm just showing them that you signed it for me. So it's a special pin.
She's rubbing it in.
I just got to flex just a moment. I mean, come on now.
So, yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is not laser. This is more of the fill, which was much more labor intensive.
Well, fill and then stamp.
Okay, got
rubber stamp.
Got it.
There is a how it's made video that you can see. I'm hearing you twice, so sorry. So that if you go and look at how it's made, the pin, how it's made, as opposed to all the other now existing pins, how they're made. What you're going to see there is the new manufacturing technique of spin casting, where they take vulcanized rubber and the pin's impression is in the vulcanized rubber mold, and they pour. You remember how toy models had the pieces all on one kind of sheet of plastic and you broke them off?
Yeah.
That's an injection mold, and that's what this spin cast mold is. It's kind of an injection mold.
Yeah.
But the molten metal is poured in through the center like a wheel, and it spins, and the moves outward through the recesses with centrifugal force. I really do my damnedest to try to describe things well, but nothing compares to seeing all this stuff.
So I did drop the link in for them for the YouTube video that you did with Pin and Pop, where you went through and showed how some of this is made. So they can go watch that, and we encourage everybody to go watch that. And we will figure out how to do the video next time so that you can show them all in person. So that's good. I'd
sure love to know who's here right now. Disney, I've heard of them. In fact, I think they got some pins. Somebody said they had some pins I want. Was it you, Heather?
They might. They have. So Marie and Duchess have been in pin trading for probably as long as you, if not longer, since the beginning.
Have we met?
I don't know. Marie, have you met him? We'll wait for her to add in the chat if they've met you or not. Then you got Emily here. Rachel's here. I'm not sure who all's here. Sydney, New York, 21.
And I want to do it publicly because I'm a little embarrassed. I just don't want to do it on Whatnot. I actually wrote a note to you about it and then left it out of your shipment. You got, I sent you a scoop pin, Emily.
She did, yeah.
To make up, huh?
Yeah, you did. She told me about it. I got to meet her in person this last weekend.
I saw. Emily, that was to make up for the fact that Muppet pin you got that had the insert card, the scoop card that said, I think it said prototype on it or PP or something. When I put those pins in those prismatic, holographic, whatever you want to call them, iridescent envelopes, sleeves.
The little.
I put a blank card in all of them behind the pin so you can see the shape. You remember that show, Heather?
No, I don't.
Where I had the little iridescent on the rack, and you could pick one.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I do. Yes.
Okay, so it wouldn't be obvious which pins were in them. I noticed you could kind of tell, so I put a blank card in all of them, except that one. I put a card that a prototype had been on. So, Emily, I apologize. You do not have a prototype. If that's a big deal to you, I will try to find you some kind of prototype that is meaningful to you. But instead, I sent you a scoops pin, hoping that would be adequate. But if you have your heart set on anything, really, Emily, I'm so grateful to you and Heather for doing the unboxings. They really mean a lot to me that somebody would do that. And
we'll drop in Emily's YouTube channel and ours so folks can go see how we have done the unboxing so they can see all the awesome opportunities they have to be able to buy your pins at great cost. Okay, so Marie did respond. She said she did meet you a long time ago. So you have met her. You just didn't know what greatness you were in company with.
Well, I would like to get to know better. So, if you would send me a friend request, Marie, or whatever, however we could connect. I would just,
Nope, we're not talking. Go ahead.
I would love to see you and have an opportunity to get to know you better, if not meet you in person. I am going to the D23 Expo, and feel free to make me your second person if you get a good number. I'll do the same.
Well, are you going to go to the Vegas show in April? Do you know?
I have not gotten a table. I do know the young lady who does those. I forget her name though, but I have.
Oh, we lost you. Oh, there you are.
No, I'm here. I keep hearing your voice in the delay, and I think you're talking to me. So go ahead. I'm going to stop talking.
Well, I'm going to throw something at you. This is offered. Right. This is offered a little script.
Wait, hold on, just really fast.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say the reason I was asking about Vegas is because I'm going to be there. Marie's going to be there. We're trying to guilt trip Emily into coming. I'm sure there's all kinds of fun people that are going to be there. So just saying, you don't want to miss out on the fun. You need to come see us.
I would love if my AirPods were charged, Rachel. Of course, you can charge.
Okay, go ahead, Dino.
I was just going to ask, what keeps you going? What keeps you motivated to keep finding the new pins, searching things out as long as you've been
You know, I literally sit and look at my pins, and I don't know what, it's some sort of freakish trance I get into looking at them. The details of them, whatever they make me feel. I don't know what it is. I'm absolutely obsessed. And I'll take out when I get new stuff. So my paint jars are on the wall, for example. I got all my paint jars on the wall. I just sit and look at them. and I just love them. And there's all kinds of stuff like that all over my office. And then I'll go digging into the bins and bins of pins and come across something. Last night, I got to go see a friend of mine who lost her husband recently and offered me to come pick from, it's got to be at least 100,000 pins, if not more.
Wow.
Dozens of frame sets. She had the Scoop Super Jumbo and wanted me to have it and gave it to me at a very reasonable price so that I can do well with it when I decide to sell it. And the old Scoop pin grader pin, the original one that Disney made for me, that is really hard to find. They are coming back to market because people, I think, die or, their parents die. And, well, that's what it is now. I mean, this has been 26 years of pin trading now, and all the people I knew back when it started are either old like me or gone. And their inheritors don't know what to do with them.
Yeah.
And so they just give them away and, sell them for a couple of bucks a piece. There are so many people just dying to give you $2 for your $100 pins. That's not me. I can't do that. I want to give you at least 25%. I tend to push it to 50 just so I don't insult you, But most people are okay with whatever you give them, and I'm really having a hard time adjusting to that. But I am getting better.
Well, you offer great deals on your pins. When is your next show? Do you have a date set?
I do not, because I'm going to D23.
Oh, fair.
And
fair.
All the planets have to align with Catherine being out of town. Generally, so I can pull everything out and destroy the house, spreading pins throughout the world that I can go through and say, oh yeah, I can part with that. Yeah, I can part with that. Yeah, I can part with that. And, that'll go good on this lanyard. I try to curate the lanyards in such a way that they look awesome when you, see them for the first time. And then when you get them in your hot little hand, and you pull them out of the box as you so, entertainingly do, you want to throw that puppy on and go pin trading. Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, I'm not, like, the lanyards you give me, like, we buy, of course I'm going through it, and I'm like, what am I keeping? And then there are some friends like Emily and a few others that I'm like, first dibs at trading. But I don't want to wear them around the park because these days, like, people, it's not the same trading, at least not in Disneyland. I definitely know that it's different in Disney World, but in Disneyland, it's definitely changed a lot, especially since they took a lot away. But
and it's just a whole different mentality out there.
Yeah.
And that has spread, actually, unfortunately. And that spread like a COVID virus.
Yeah.
Literally during COVID, that's when people were stuck at home and buying and selling.
Yeah.
And if you lived near Disney World, it wasn't closed. So come on out.
Oh.
Don't bother with a mask if you don't want to.
Right.
Oh, actually, I think Disney did make people wear masks.
Emily said she loved her pin, by the way. So she's super happy.
I saw that.
Okay, good. I wanted to make sure
I saw that. And she said she forgives me.
Yes. But she'll still take another pin if you want to send it to her. Just saying.
Well, you know what? Emily, keep buying my pins.
In her next little package, send her another little bonus. Just saying.
So it's just the love of the pins. That's That's what it is. That's what's
It
kept
is,
it going.
Dino. What do you love about pins? I want to know what you guys love about
I think that's great. I love that she loves them. to be honest, but I will tell you that honestly, I was getting a little tired of them. As far as all the new stuff, I was just disappointed in it and all the hoopla going with it. But this package that we just opened from you that we just got, and I'm seeing the older ones and the stuff with the different inscriptions and things on the back. Now that really lit me up for it, to keep me going. So for me, that's my new push and my new desire is to get the older stuff.
Yeah.
The new stuff for me, I honestly, I don't have a lot of interest. And plus it's everywhere, right? But some of these pins, I mean, I was looking at them, I think they're 2002 and different things like that. I mean, that's hard to come by. I have no idea. You would know how many of those were made as compared to like the quantities they're making now. But plus you're talking 20 years old. How many of those are lost? So how many are actually still left?
Right. So you have lit me up again with more that you would think I would be done talking about what I've covered as far as love of pins and everything. But as it turns out, I really can go on and on forever about it. And you just reminded me of a couple of things. So one thing I was reminded of, specifically because of Emily doing her unboxing, because she's not on camera for hers.
She's not.
And so all I could hear was her and her daughter and their excitement over the pin. And they won the Velvet Box marathon set. I think it was the first time, like a 10th anniversary, the first time they did anything like that. And in that way, it's exceptional. And it's a beautiful piece all on its own, but doesn't have a wide audience, especially with today's collectors.
Yeah.
Except marathoners. And if they had done the marathon and didn't get a pin back in the day or whatever, or, I don't know, just have the new love of marathons and they're into marathon pins. But Emily loved it and it was debating whether to open it. And that's, a whole nother thing. But I've got all these. So one of the things that my friend had that I got last night were pins that I have that I just had to open the package. Most collectors it's the rare cast stuff. And by cast, I mean service awards or business division pins that back in the day, they could make pins however they wanted. Now I think they got to go through a big rigmarole to do it.
Yeah.
So my department, once my finance department, my HR department, my whatever department, costuming, floral, if we, the landscapers, if they wanted to make a pin back then, they just did it. Now I think they've got to go through, legal and make sure that the pin team knows and the pin team has to design it. No, I don't really know all the ins and outs of it.
Yeah.
But all these really great pins that really had, they were really distinct and not derivative because somebody had the idea I want a pin for my thing and I want it to look like this and this is how it's going to look in there.
Yeah.
It's that.
Right.
So he had all these in their original packages, and I debated, like Emily. I'm getting much better at getting back to the kernel of whatever starts me on a tangent. She debated whether or not to take the plastic off that box set. Now that box set is an LE1000, but there are plenty of LE1000 things that you can't get what you paid for out of them.
Yeah. And
that might be one of them. But it was so special to her. And she said, to hell with it. I'm going to take the plastic off and took it off and opened it up and looked at the pins and loved them. And what it reminded me of, and this is the original kernel also, is all these pins deserve their moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back in the day, they were struggling, it seemed, to figure out how they could make a pin that would sell. So they commemorated and still now they only license pins that commemorate things.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm seeing that be relaxed with a lot of what's coming out from home, but like it had to be an anniversary of a feature or something, and then that's how they got and they could call it a special edition. They couldn't call it a limited edition. So you'll see the limited editions that Palm and those other guys are making, and they say special edition.
Yes.
And that's because they won't let them say limited edition.
Right.
But they can say a special edition of 300.
Yeah.
Run.
Yeah.
So there's that, and I'm sure something will trigger something else that I want to talk about. But
well, I was thinking of our conversation this last weekend where we were talking about. To me, one of the fun things about pin trading is, I mean, of course I love the artwork and, you know, how it makes you feel and maybe like the memory of the trip or whatever. But I also just love watching other people get excited about it, right? Like they love that pin, not because they can make them buck off of it, but they love that pin. They love that artwork and just the joy they get.
And they love that character.
Yes.
And that memory of that movie. That's the other thing I was going to say. Walt be able to take home their, and that's what the souvenirs represented. And he took it to a whole new level. And it's true to this day that these and other souvenirs, but these especially, invoke memories, or evoke memories.
Yeah.
And feelings, emotions.
Yeah.
That are hard to put to a little piece of tiny metal.
Yeah. Well, and Walt we were just we've done the Burbank tour and we've done the museum tour, but it talked about how he really liked all the little tiny things. And it's like the pins are a good reflection of that, right? Like just a tiny little memory of your trip and brings you that joy and that reminder.
You can wear it.
Yep.
You don't have to have a wall, an empty wall that you're going to fill up with it.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Like the prints or a pedestal or a cabinet.
Yep.
Like the figurines. You can pin that thing on and then take it off and put it in a drawer with 1,000 others. Yeah. And it'll take up the same space as a figurine or whatever.
Yeah. So we're getting a question. What was your favorite pin event you attended?
Oh.
He's only been doing this for 20 some years.
Right. Like, come on, pick one. Hurry.
So, okay.
I'm just messing with you.
I know. I have to say the Happy Haunts Ball because, and I don't know that it was a pin event, but I am looking for headphones. I didn't attend, I worked it, and I was Scoop Witherspoon, and I kind of emceed it, and over the course of the 3-day event, I decomposed. And so my face started out just, ghostly. And then, I think I have headphones. Hold on. And then after, the headphones that they give you when you, I have an adapter. I can plug it in. All right, this is happening. All right. So over the course of the 3 days, I decomposed. And my last look was the creepiest look I've ever seen Disney ever do in a makeup. And it was great.
So they did your makeup differently each day?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it was great.
Well, I want to know how many names have you had through your whole time here?
I started out as an MC by the name of Holland Hayes at a show called Superstar Television. And, and then after that, I was town crier, Major Lee Loud in Liberty Square at the Magic Kingdom. And they let me name myself, so I came up with that one. And then after that, I did Cinderellabration. I was the Grand Duke in that. I did Mickey's Backyard Barbecue. I was Tumbleweed Will for that. I did Prospector Pete for some events, which was like Stinky Pete from Toy Story. Okay. But I made him kind of an old, And there was a interactive experience at Epcot called Kimpossible. It was a Kimpossible something, and I was Inspector MacGuffin from Scotland Yard, and you'd go into the United Kingdom toy store. Outside there was a window with a toy soldier in it. And when you walked up, it activated the monitor for me so I could see who was there. And it told me who you were. And I could say, Agent Dino, I see you found us. Now, your mission from here is to, blah, blah, blah. So, and it told me who you were and where you were from. And so I could incorporate that. And along with, I could incorporate that along with what you were wearing. Well, that's an excellent disguise, Dino. No one will ever suspect you're an agent in that. And that kind of stuff. I was Patch the Pirate for the fireworks voyages. And then there's probably a bunch of others I've forgotten already because I would do events and they would name me, whatever for that event. But
and these were in addition to your Scoops job.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct.
All right. Okay, so we're going to talk about the e-ticket set.
Okay.
I'm waiting for it to show up on the screen for you because talking about older pins and coming across
that's the Small World one.
I love this set. This is
I last night got the Rock and Roller Coaster one.
Oh, wow. Okay, so this is fantastic. Like how they're in a box and everything.
Yeah, with the little magnetic closure.
Yeah. And so
look at it.
When did they start making these? And did they only do the cool boxes like this for a certain time frame?
They only did that series. I think Disney World and Disneyland did them, but I can't swear to that.
Okay.
And you'll have to get the date off the back of the pin. I'm sure it's on the back stand.
And then they just don't do that anymore. Now it's like
That's my favorite box, by the way.
Yeah, I have this one too.
The Small World.
Yeah, I have the Small World, and it's delayed, but it's going to show you in a minute. The other one that I have, 2007, is what the back of the box says.
I don't remember that. I'm excited to see what that is.
See, here's this one.
You can do it.
It's going. Hold on, just delayed.
Here it comes. Small World was 2008.
Yeah, Mission Space. Yay.
Yeah. So this whole set is just fantastic. Like this is not.
So here's what I love. I could literally, Heather, just talk about what I love about a pin in great detail. The force perspective of that rock coming out after you is magic to me.
Yes, isn't it? It's like you feel like you can be in the ride with them. It's so fun. It's so fun. So this is I'm going to work on this set, and Jen at Pen and Pop had actually brought this up, and I was like, what is that? So I had to go find it. And
where is Jen?
Jen was on vacation. She just got back. She is busy looking through pins because they're behind. They do have a pin show coming up. I'll have to look at the date and drop it in for everybody.
I was really hoping she would publicize it and we'd see her tonight.
I know, but she's busy. Although we did message, I have been messaging her, and we're going to work on, some more videos with you under the Pin and Pop stuff too.
Okay.
All right. So back to, another question for you. If you could teach every pin trader just one golden rule, what would it be?
Trade unto others as you would have others trade unto you. That's my golden rule of pin trading.
Yeah.
And thank you for asking. I think, did I mention that to you? Because that's my golden rule.
Yeah.
Yep. You mentioned that in the car. I remember that when you just said that.
Yes. Trade unto others as you would have others trade unto you.
Yeah.
And let's go even a little bit further. Did I mention what your favorite word is, Heather?
Oh, I don't know. Go ahead.
Your favorite word is Heather.
Oh.
Your favorite word is your name.
Okay.
And when you go up to a cast member, they have their name, their favorite word right there on their breast for you to, their chest for you to look at.
Yep.
And use and stand out from all the other people who have come in. First of all, it helps to be a child. So if you are a child, they apparently love to give better pins to the kids.
I mean, that's fair.
I don't agree. I mean, it's fair, yes, that they do that, but I'm a really nice pin trader. If you give me a nice pin, you will get a nice pin from me.
True.
Anyway.
I agree with that.
I feel like when I walk up and you ask me an impossible riddle to get a pin that nobody on earth, especially a child, would know, I just know you don't want me to have the pin. Just say, hey, look, I got nothing for you. Bye.
Yeah.
That would be less hurtful to me than, wow, what is it about me you don't like that you don't want me to have one of the new Hidden Mickeys or whatever? And I'm okay with it. I've come to accept it. I just think it's such wrong thinking, and I wish I was there in charge of the PIN program to teach people how to do it in an entertaining and fun way and not a shutting you down, play with people.
Yeah.
If you wanted to win a pin for me, I would say, who wants to win a pin? And whoever said, I do, I'd say, okay, you win a pin. I'd start with that.
Yeah.
And then somebody else would say, if another kid said, well, I want to win a pin. If they didn't seem like a brat, I would say, okay, what's your name?
If they didn't seem like a brat, there's the caveat.
Yeah. And you can tell immediately.
Oh, yeah.
And if they said Jimmy, I'd say, you're right. Your name is Jimmy. You win a pin. That's fun to me.
Yeah. And then what if you could give one piece of advice to every pin trader before buying or making a trade beyond the golden rule, what would it be?
I would say, if a pin is released and it's rare and you can get it for sticker price, whether you collect it or not, get it. Use it to trade.
Okay.
I will never feel like I'm not entitled to get as many of a new pin as I can so that I have it in my arsenal when I go to trade. Because one of two things is going to happen. Somebody's going to get it for sticker price and hold on to it forever, only because they heard it was something special. Yeah. There are people who don't go every week who are going to get up that one time. Their one pin comes out, goes and gets it. Yeah. It'll never go into circulation. Yeah. But they only buy one of it, typically.
Right.
And they don't go and trade. I like having agency over good pins. Then I get to decide who gets them. I feel like I've earned that. I feel like anybody who gets up at 5 a.m. to go wait 4 hours, they finally get to the cash register to pay for the pin, the overpriced already pin. Don't blame me that pins are $40 on the secondary market when Disney's charging $20 for a pin. It costs them $1 tops to make.
Yep.
And they're entitled to their profit.
Yep.
If they're entitled to their profit, why am I not entitled to? And when I profit from a pin, we all do. Yep. When I get $40 for a pin, the high tide raises all the boats.
Yep.
You can't tell I'm passionate about this, can you?
Well, no. I mean, on the flip side, there are those that are trying to gouge on the different things and just drive up the prices, which I know you're not about that either. And
they are perfectly entitled to it. If you collect pins and you think a pin is too much, you're in the wrong hobby. Pins are not cheap.
True.
Okay? And if you can't be satisfied with a $5 pin, well, that says more about you.
Right.
You don't have to have that pin.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's what I say. Like, they can charge whatever they want. It's a matter how bad do you want it?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, why do you need it so bad?
Right.
What makes you so special? These people who've been collecting for a few years now and see all these pin prices going up, and they're like, well, whatever happened to I could buy a pin and they were $10 or $20. And now, everybody else who's buying them for whatever they're buying them for are just like you. You are no more entitled to that than they are.
Yeah. Okay.
And I like you showing me you value a pin enough to cough up whatever it is I'm asking for it or somebody else's. I just bought I just bought I bought in the last month or two $850 pins that it's more, not quite $850, some more. I just bought a $1,500 dress. I bought Rapunzel for $1,500 at a pin event because my friend offered it to me. I thought that was a great price. You know, a Rapunzel dress is a $2,000 pin as far as I'm concerned. So I got $500 off.
Good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And are you trying to complete the dress set?
Oh, I got them. They're put away.
All right.
These are my traders now.
All right. Oh, you're traders.
I want a trader.
Get down.
You know who I am, Heather? I'm Scoop. People expect me to have stuff.
That's what I'm talking about. Your Scoop.
And I don't fancy myself somebody special, but people do.
You're special. Okay, so tell me.
I'm not to me. And I don't want anybody to ever think that I think I am any better than anybody else.
I hear you. Okay, so tell me, what set are you currently working on completing that is just like a new set? Is there any of the new sets coming out that you're working on completing?
Nothing new. I do want that super jumbo, the super duper jumbo.
Oh, the one with the princesses? Yeah.
Yeah, I really do want to try to get one of those.
Okay.
The thing I was chasing down for a long time was the aerial profile. I finally got it.
Okay.
That was a big pursuit for me, was the Figment top hat from 1990, whatever. 80 even, maybe, the little tiny little half-inch. That's the one I paid $850 for. As far as a set, the thing that I'm on right now is the Aladdin 25th anniversary that has all the genies. And the one pin in particular is the end, which is, I think, the super chaser of the set, or maybe there were two, I don't know.
Yeah.
Completer.
Yeah.
I think it's called a completer. Who knows whether it's a chaser or a completer?
Okay.
It's LE150 and it says the end. I'm trying to put that set together. I used to collect Tigger and now I've become obsessed with Genie. I think it was after, what's his name? Robin Williams died.
Yeah.
I don't know. It has a sentimental place now for me.
That makes sense.
It's all about his face. It has to be a face that makes me laugh or at least feel good.
Yeah.
And same with, I have kind of a side collection now of Governor Ratcliffe, because if his face makes me laugh, and his pug, I do have a few of those, and Yzma. Plus I love Eartha Kitt, who voiced her. So that's what's exciting me currently. And then these stupid digi pins.
Okay, so you like the digital pins, the Disney digital.
I am really reticent to get into something like this. Okay, the Adorbs do not appeal to me, but here I have probably 24, and I collect Adorbs that don't look like Adorbs. So the Chernabog and I want that whale, but I don't need them. I just figure I need to have some Adorbs.
And you can trade them.
I'm gonna have to have them. I want them to appeal to me if they, the market tanks on them. These digis have really gotten to me a little bit because I feel like kids are going to get into them.
Yeah.
And I think they are sleepers right now. And I think because I have easy access to them, and I'm almost at 100 of the little characters now. And I have 4 complete Florida sets, maybe 5. I have 2 complete Disneyland sets that I was lucky enough to trade a lady, just straight up. And I'm just going to get them and sit on them. I did take them out of the box for my whatnot. I don't know if you got to see, and play with them a little bit and show how they go together with the thing. And then I put them together and I expect them to do something.
Yeah.
They don't, There's nothing to do.
They're just like
put it together, but it's
pin on pin, right?
It's your way of getting to, I think once they get them onto that display frame, which I have no room on any walls for, but I kind of I'm going to see if it sells out. I don't think it's going to sell out because they had that other frame forever that I thought was really beautiful.
Yep.
That Disneyland thing. The Pooh I wasn't hot on, but nobody else is now either. Nobody wants them.
Yep.
They were, nuts for a while. And, that's almost something now that I've grown to like about it, Heather, is the unexpected nature of it.
Right.
I have broken even. I have profited. I have lost so much that I don't care anymore.
Okay, so
let the market tank on a pin.
How many pins do you have?
I'm probably at around less than 10,000 now.
Less than 10,000 now. So you've been getting rid of some.
A lot.
Okay, and
you see my sales.
At your peak, how many did you have?
Countless. I mean, the more time went on, when I started, so a couple of years ago, I was done. Dino, I was done with it.
See, I was going to comment on that, but because I heard from your conversation on the phone the other day, but I didn't know if it was something you wanted to talk about or not. Because I remember you said that you were done and then now you're back. So I kind of led into what keeps you going now instead of trying to hit why you were done,
So, I was done, and then I got involved with the pin site that I won't mention now. I'll say too many horrible things. I got excited again. I'm in a lawsuit with them now because, they have my, Hidden Mickey archive and I want it back. And they're claiming I gave it to them, and I just got their response letter. And I guess I'm going to have to sue them. So, my involvement with that, doing those articles for them, really got me excited again. Going to D23 and doing articles that I think they probably have taken down now. I don't know, but it was really inspiring me again, reconnecting with the older collectors. People sharing their memories of Scoop.
Yeah,
really is meaningful. And because I got into the social more with it, it was flushing a lot of that out. And then, the more I got out and trading and getting taken advantage of, having pins stolen from me, having people that were helping me steal my pins. And I would say, they put a one-of-a-kind prototype in their trader book. How was I supposed to not know that's mine, And I couldn't say, hey, you stole that pin from me. I said, hey, I literally bought the pin so that I could, ostensibly, so that I could compare it to mine. Because I want to make sure it's, I want to see if it's a little different or that, that was my line. But I got the pin back. But, and it wasn't even a special pin, but I just thought, and then, that shut down that relationship.
Yeah. Yeah, it's agreed. It's like once you get into those ruts of like the meaning of it behind it gets lost in the interaction with people, then it's not as fun.
And the heartbreak of what people will do.
Yeah.
I mean, to you and for a pin and
Agreed.
Well, I'm sure glad you're back into it again.
Me too.
Oh, thanks, Dino. It almost means more coming from Dino because I know he's really, nuts about it. And,
No, and you said earlier that, hey, who are you? You're not special. I'm going to tell you what, you are special because of the knowledge and the history and everything that you can share. Like for somebody like me who's new to this, it never dawned on me that they were made. I mean, it makes sense now that you say it, that they were made differently than they're made now. And so
they were made by hand, Dino. Every color was squirted into the void with a syringe. By a Chinese hand, so, by and large,
So like the old saying, they don't make it like they used to. That's legitimate here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, just you willing to share with all of us and teach some knucklehead like me, and for me to get to see some of this, older stuff, it really makes me appreciate what the pins are. Because I was just getting caught up with the rat race of what's happening now.
Yeah.
And
what's hot.
Right. So to me, that now is like, let me appreciate some of this older jewels that are out there. And
well, it really means a lot. And I hold out hope that you're the one who has come along now, who will help me do this social thing that will get this out. And I am eager to build an audience, not only for this information and to elevate our beloved hobby, but to elevate the appreciation of the older stuff and elevate its value.
Yeah.
And make that old stuff, hot again. For whatever reason, whatever And there are things that stumble along that do get hot again, and it's been fun to watch that. When I see something see it pinned to $100, and I, was $10 last week, and now all of a sudden everybody wants a Gothic D from, 2005. I love seeing that stuff, and it fascinates me.
Yeah,
and I can go dig one out and cash in on it.
Let me know if you have one of those Minnie Mouse D's. That's like a grail for me, for sure.
Well, I did get my Mickey D this past Saturday.
Oh,
and I traded an old cast member pin to do it. It was really a little bittersweet. I didn't want to part with the cast member pin, but I can replace it easier than I can replace the D, the yellow D with a little, regular Mickey in front. So,
yeah. Well, we're coming up on a little over an hour.
Okay.
And so I wanted to just thank you so much for spending time with us. I know it's late on your side of the country. And we need to go get dinner, but you have really blessed us this evening with your time and your knowledge. And we very, very much hope that we can do more of this with you in the future, and share with everybody more about pin history and pin knowledge.
And you've blessed me, and I admire you so much, professionally, especially, but also what you're doing here. And thank you. I feel blessed and appreciated, and can't wait. I can't wait to get to know you better and meet you in person someday.
Yeah, can't wait. And we will figure out the video before we do this again next time.
Let's practice.
Okay, let's practice. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you, Heather. Good night.
Right. Bye-bye.
Bye, Laurie.